Time to bust out your magic staves, giant swords, and spiky hair. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Final Fantasy characters.
Hey sis, is that you?
I'm not your sister.
To ensure the list isn't stacked with one game in particular, we've decided to set a limit of having only 2 characters per installment. And that rule will also carry over to any sequels or spin-offs of that game. Number 10, Cid, Various. Kicking off our list is the character that has become a franchise standard. First appearing in Final Fantasy II, he's often portrayed as an airship captain or engineer. Although, if we had to pick a favorite, we'd go with Dr. Cid from Final Fantasy XII for his first appearance as a villain, and for being a scientist packing heat.
Am I right? I am, aren't I?
Number 9, Jecht, Final Fantasy X. Although his story is mostly told through flashbacks and recorded spheres, he probably has the most interesting character study. The fame of being a sports star has gotten to his head, to the point where he comes off as condescending and arrogant even to his own son.
Your son plays blitzball? Yeah, and he wants to beat his old man bad. Once I told him to give it up. He didn't speak to me for a week.
Yet, at the same time, Jecht still cares for his son and friends, even though it doesn't sound like it when he speaks, making him a deeper character than first glances would have you believe.
You'll cry. You're gonna cry. You always cry. See? You're crying.
Number 8, Cecil Harvel, Final Fantasy IV. It's easy to see why Cecil is such a tormented character. Loyal to his king after being raised from an orphan to be a Dark Knight, he begins to question his blind obedience after he's ordered to attack a defenseless village.
I'm a coward. A coward who cannot even defy orders he knows he ought not follow.
It's only after witnessing the consequences of his actions that he seeks the need to redeem himself for the atrocities that he's committed. Number 7, Vivi or Unisha, Final Fantasy IX. It's nice to see the classic black mage design in a 3D Final Fantasy game, but that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to describing Vivi. He's an artificial being manufactured to destroy, yet he still ponders the meaning of his existence. Also, his race only has the lifespan of a year, making his story all the more tragic. Number 6, Celes Cher, Final Fantasy VI. Celes is a former general of the Empire, imprisoned for merely questioning orders. Freed by Locke, she initially resents him, but eventually falls in love with him. She goes on to have some of the 6th installment's most defining moments, from posing as an opera star, to foiling a kidnapping plan, to attempting to take her own life after awakening from a coma to find a world completely devastated, assuming that most of her friends had perished. Number 5, Cloud Strife, Final Fantasy VII. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room here. Yes, we do think Cloud is a good character, but at the same time, Final Fantasy VII always hogs all the attention, and that's why Blondie doesn't appear higher. Also, the mercenary for hire eventually becomes part of the cause story arc really isn't new either, so he gets points for badassery, but loses a few for originality. What's probably most interesting about Cloud is that he inadvertently absorbs his friend Zack's memories, making him believe he's someone he's not.
Cloud, look. You're an ex-soldier, aren't you?
In my head.
Number 4, Bahamut, Various. He's a summon, or an Aeon, or an Esper, or whatever that no Final Fantasy game can go without, mainly because he's a dragon. Bahamut, or however you want to pronounce the Arabian name taken from a Japanese video game.
Bahamut. Sorry? It's pronounced Bahamut.
No, actually, I think Cloud's right. It's Bahamut.
Yeah! Is also referred to as the Dragon King. He's often in a role as one of the most powerful allies in the game. And in the events when he's your enemy, you better hope that you've packed a handful of Phoenix down to recover from that Mega Flare. Number 3, Sephiroth, Final Fantasy VII. Again, like Cloud, Sephiroth's popularity has been a bit overblown over the years. I mean, his supernova ability is just for looks and can't even kill your team. That's lame. Ridiculous moves aside, he still has that terrifying longsword that led to this tragic moment. Plus, his theme song is definitely the most iconic.
That's too bad.
Number 2, Oren, Final Fantasy X. Oren is really someone worth looking up to, yet at the same time, you'd know he's hiding something.
Who are you anyway? You knew my old man, didn't you?
Yeah.
Defeating most of his enemies one-handed, he sports a brash attitude of being fully committed to the cause, even when the situation seems hopeless.
There must be an exit somewhere. We search.
It all comes together toward the end, when you realize that Oren doesn't fear death because he's already dead. Oops, spoilers.
Don't make that face. Being dead has its advantages.
Before we get to number 1, here are a few honorable mentions.
Prison, where else? Or a dungeon, but it's really all the same.
You go on begging. Like this thing gives a damn what we want!
Monster! People are not yours to use!
What else does one do with tools?
Number 1, Kefka Palazzo, Final Fantasy VI. Taking the top spot on our list is the villain to whom the term psychotic is an understatement. As if his jester appearance wasn't already terrifying enough, this guy poisons villages just to enjoy the sounds of hearing thousands of screams. He also successfully devastates the entire world, just to establish himself as a godlike ruler, destroying entire towns at the sign of any resistance. As the ultimate psycho from the underdog favorite of the series, Kefka Palazzo is our pick for number 1. Do you agree with our list?
Who would be next?
Which characters did you want to name your pets and kids after? For more entertaining top 10 lists published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.